restaurant-style salsa. Preheat your oven to 350 to get started. I've got tomatoes, bell peppers, onions, and garlic, and my jalapeno hollowed out. I hollowed out all the peppers. This is the list of ingredients you're going to need. Campari is the best because it has a good flavor. I like snack peppers in place of bell peppers. Single jalapeno, you can use more if you want spicier. Now the onion there is half an onion, but this is actually a quarter of it because I saved the other quarter of that onion for the fresh portion. The onion, the lime, and the 1 clove of garlic I keep out. Pop it in the oven, bake it for 20 to 30 minutes. I'd use broil, but it sets off my fire alarm. This is what it looks like when it's ready. Tomato skins are shriveled up and coming off. Looks like my onion got a little bit too cooked, so I'm going to take off the brown parts and discard because we don't want bitter salsa. I pick off most of the brown parts. This is how my garlic should look, nice and roasted. It's still too hot, so I'm going to let it cool, and I'm going to get started on the chopping portion. Of course, when it does cool down, you can start peeling off the tomato skins because you ain't going to need them. Be careful with the tomatoes because after they've been roasted, they're kind of like eggs. They crack and ooze easy. Let's go ahead and start chopping up the onion. I'm going to dice it real tiny. I'm going to set aside. I'm going to do the same thing with the garlic. First I slice it lengthwise, then the other direction to make it extra tiny. I don't like big chunks of onion, I like them super tiny. Same with the garlic. Make it as small as I can. I'm going to put it in the bowl. Then I'm going to take the onion or the tomato and I'm going to pinch the tomato so that it basically falls apart in my hand. And I remove the portion where the little hard portions. Same with my cherry tomatoes, I peel them off just the same way I did the tomato. Then I'm going to chop down the onion and the garlic, make it really small, put everything in the bowl. This is the most work you have to do in making salsa. It's very easy, very quick. Slicing lengthwise my peppers and then the other way. If the skin comes off, great, but it should be soft enough that you don't even have to. Same thing with the jalapeno. If you want spicier salsa, try making this with 2 jalapenos, maybe 3. I like just a little bit, so I use only the 1. Then I squeeze in my half lime. Later on off camera, I used a spoon to remove any meats from the lime to add extra flavor. Cilantro is the spice I use, but obviously fresher is best. Fresh is best, but dry works fine. You can add a pinch of oregano, but I'm not going to do that for this. You can also do a pinch of cumin, but I don't usually add cumin to my salsa. But sniff it before you add it. I added about a teaspoon of dry cilantro, and I'm just gonna mix it up after I've chopped everything. And I didn't even have to blend it, but you can use a blender if you want for half of it. If you want, depending on how chunky it is, you can adjust it yourself. I like mine chunky, so I don't run the blender on this. Mix it real good. And now it's ready to enjoy. Have fun.